Burritos. We're talking with burritos. Burritos. We're talking with burritos. Burritos.
Alrighty, you guys, let's get ready for this episode of Talking with Burritos. I would like to call this one the Hunk of Hardware edition, starring Hulk Hogan. And in this episode, we're going to start something. We haven't done a series in a while. Our first series was like alien invasions and alien encounters. And you can find that in like some, like back in, just go in the archives. Go to talkingwithburritos.com and you can find the rest of those episodes. But we did a whole series on like aliens. And so we said we're going to do more series like that because it's kind of cool. It's good for him, for conversational purposes and actually, just to
have something to talk about.
Yeah, but to have fun researching other things, taking one subject matter and then just exploring it because you learn more about that thing, and about some of the things incorporated with that subject matter. So with this one is Chris came up with, from the mat to the movies, right?
From the mat to the screen.
From the mat to the screen. So that's going to be our series. I think this will go on for at least maybe 4 weeks or so, but you do this for a while, then we'll probably switch to another one because I've been sitting on either Cowboy Bebop or Samurai. So I've been sitting on those for a while now, and I've been really wanting to. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We might take a stint off in between, but maybe for like 3 weeks because then that leads up to like this, that, and the other for the month of September. But yeah. So for this one, it's Hulk Hogan. He's the
Hulkster.
The main event or the main what you call him, character in this one, or
he's the main focal point. And so we thought just spitballing it, it's like, okay, Suburban Commando, and so you just say that and it's like, okay, now how do you form an episode around this? So you watch it, it's like, okay, I'm thinking just Suburban Commandos because like it's the same thing. It's like they've come up with all these different movies of people with special skills who kind of moved to the suburbs to help. Became really big in like the 2000s.
Yeah, it did.
So we had a resurgence in the 2000s.
So yeah, I was thinking like just Suburban Commandos because hey, that's cool. So that's going to be the subject matter with that. So, but first we're going to go. Let's talk about the Hulksters.
I thought we were going to talk about our quick movie reviews.
Oh yeah. Let's do that first. Let's go to quick movie reviews for the week.
I can give you mine real quick.
Go ahead.
I watched The Wildlife.
Did you actually watch it?
No, I walked out.
Oh, did you?
I did 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay, because I was like, I went to the station and I was like, wait, 1 hour. Carry the 2. I'm like, Chris should still be here. Like,
yeah.
Did he watch this movie? I was so confused. I'm like, maybe he just boned out because maybe he just got smart. It was like, you know what? I'm not watching this shit because I know I'm not gonna like it. And he just
I got like maybe 30 minutes in.
Really?
And I was like, there was like, I don't know if they were trying to be funny or not, but they weren't funny, even if they were trying. And the voice acting is just awful.
Really?
It's really annoying and high pitched.
Does this look like an original movie or an import?
It's an import.
It's an import and then just dubbed over?
Yeah.
Really?
It's really bad.
Okay, then I was planning on going to see that, and so I will not. Sir.
I don't think your kid
tonight. Tonight I will not go see that. I'll take my kid to the swap meet like she wanted to go.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, she got gypped.
Yeah, on the.
I
saw that.
You saw those.
I was like, that's shit.
Kind of messed up. I think she came and showed us. Or something.
Yeah. It was last week. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of messed up. So
shit, I haven't been at a swap meet if I've ever.
Yeah, but she's able to find those little pet shops toys there. You know.
Yeah.
So she's made a few hauls there. Like, oh look, and she finds them. So we thought, okay, we'll take her. But
get a churro.
So yeah, not going to that one, huh? So you won't see that one. So it's not gonna bake in the Pixar money right there.
Oh God, no.
For the animation.
I don't know what studio made this because I wasn't paying attention, but
maybe it was better in the language that it was filmed.
I don't even. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I need to see
the country
I need
it was
to see a
made.
subtitled version, not a dubbed version.
Maybe that'll do better.
It was really
Make more sense.
Like, but even then, like the whole plotness of it, like there's like this scene where there's a tropical storm over the island, and you see the animals, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get to the cave." Ooh. And then like the goat falls off, and he gets trapped on a branch, and all the boy animals are trying to save him, and then all the girls are just like, "Oh, we can't do anything because we're useless because we're girls."
They're just sitting there watching.
They're just sitting there watching. The fat tapir, the echidna. I don't understand where this fucking island is. These animals do not reside
They're
on
not native to
they're
those.
not native
to that.
together. Because the tapirs come from Southwest Asia and South America.
Yeah.
Fucking echidnas are Australian. What's it called? There's a pangolin.
So tapirs aren't in Australia? I thought
No, they are not.
Do they have a version of tapir there?
They do not.
No? Oh, okay.
A wombat?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything about
Don't-
these woodland creatures.
You don't know what woodland jungle creatures. You know, pangolins.
You showed me a fucking jungle in Australia, bitch.
They do have jungles in
Do
Australia.
they?
Like a
All I
very
see is
light
Mad Max,
rainforest.
bitch.
They have a.
I just
they
see
have a
Mad
rainforest.
Max.
I'm pretty positive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna Google that shit.
No, I just say Mad Max.
I'm gonna
I like to think of my
Rainforest
world
Australia.
that it's just a apocalyptic world,
Yeah,
desolate
I know.
world of nothing but desert.
Australia's rainforest tourism guide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. Yeah, they have a whole rainforest kind of thing there, and then they have desert everywhere else.
And everywhere else, okay.
Our
This is
beach.
Just one oasis of jungle.
Yeah. And then there's pangolian or whatever the hell
hell's
it's called.
that?
It's like a Africa's version of an armadillo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hard shell animal eats ants.
Yeah. Has a shell. Like a protective outer layer.
Like a turtle.
Like a armadillo.
Or turtle.
Armadillo.
Turtle.
Armadillo.
Do they have desert tortoises? Like we do?
In Australia?
Yeah.
I think everything ate them.
That's possible. I can see
I
that.
don't know actually. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen a tortoise or anything.
Yeah, me
Like
neither.
you always hear about the deadly snakes there.
Well, and every other thing that's
Yeah, it's
deadly,
deadly.
over in that place.
You don't hear
Shit.
all about all the cute animals.
Yeah.
And if you do hear about the cute animals, they try to make it seem all dangerous and shit, like the kangaroo.
They're dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
Fuck you up.
And then they make fun.
Don't they have a mini kangaroo that'll punch you in the nuts?
You mean a oh god, it's not a wombat. It's a. Oh man, I should know this. I love animals.
Yeah. You know what? Those animals shouldn't get that title, because think about it. It's the wild. They're just
the
protecting themselves. They
Yeah.
have to be frisky.
Yeah.
You got to be on point. You can't just walk around. It's like fucking living in Chicago and shit right now. Those motherfuckers they don't play. So the animals is we have to be prepared. So I don't care who you are. You might be a nice human.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck you up if you come over here. So, yeah.
And then there's a
It's all about territory.
Then there's a chameleon. It looks like one of those
shit.
African
Sorry.
style
Don't
chameleons.
ever touch the mic. Oh, yeah?
I know. There's like that.
They have those big ones, though. Those
they
big,
go-
huge
yeah.
lizards.
And it looks like one of those big ass ones with
Oh,
the
yeah.
horns.
Yeah.
And then there's a goat and a parrot.
Yeah.
It looks like an African parrot. And
Just
it's like
just the poster kind of throws me off
it's
too.
like
Just looking at the poster, I'm like, I do not like the style. These people, the shading on
It's
the animals
cheap.
and stuff. It just
everything's cheap looking and
look
very
weird. Yeah.
not cost efficient.
Oh,
Or, No,
really?
it is cost efficient. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's
okay,
cheap.
got you.
You know.
Yeah. See, when you get a lot of those imports like that, they really do look like that. They
Yeah.
give you a sense of that the production was not as great as something that would be produced over here by a DreamWorks
Yeah.
or
Pixar.
No, I'm not even gonna say Pixar because you can't really compare any of them to Pixar. So let's go
Ouch,
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks has some pretty damn
They
fine
do
animation.
No, I know, but I didn't
Even
want to.
Trolls-
But how
Trolls that look
many
shitty.
Oscars have they won?
Yeah, because Disney has the what's it called? Disney has
The monopoly.
The monopoly on that. Okay, that thing is rigged.
No,
Because
it has to be.
No,
Something fucking ain't right,
it's
dude.
legit rigged.
Yeah.
Because they don't watch the animated movies. They just go, "Oh, Disney, that one should win." That's the name everybody knows.
It seems like that. Yeah, it's
That's
like,
pretty much what it
okay,
is.
if there's a list, Disney at the top, they don't even look at the rest.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, but if there was a list
Like
without
Shrek was
Disney,
the only one that won.
yeah,
Shrek was the only one that
and that's
won. for
before Disney got all crazy
Yeah.
with the good animation and arts.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing good stuff then,
doing
but
good stuff, but like they were not doing as well as they were.
not as well as they are now, where everything they touch is gold, basically.
Yeah.
They weren't doing that.
That was like around the time of like Emperor's New Groove,
but
which was good, but like
great movie.
But like it got overshadowed by Shrek.
Yes. But what about Tangled? Why didn't that win anything or get anything? Because you remember
Tangled lost to what did it lose?
Another
to?
Disney movie, I think.
Yeah.
Or did it?
What
did it
came out that year? Was it Toy Story 3?
That's possible.
I think it was Toy Story 3.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay.
That's why.
Yeah, damn, that was a humdinger right there, though. I tell you, I mean,
I think Tangled's a better movie than Toy Story 3, but
all around, yes.
But
you
had
Toy
that. Story 3's
you had that moment, the way they got you, like, I'm gonna kill your characters, ha ha ha, psych.
Yeah.
But that was just a orchestrated scene. Like I think you should do a scene breakdown. Just go turn on the recorder and play that thing, and just the way they set up the suspense of that scene was just terrific because it had everyone like, oh my gosh, like everyone it was just one of those moments, like where you just wanted to brace yourself for what was going to happen, and you're just sitting in a theater. So, all right.
So what did you watch?
I watched the Souls because nothing else was freaking open.
I was trying
not even when the bow breaks or disappointment room.
I was thinking about
disappointment rooms we didn't get till the next day. So
of course, I was actually thinking about texting you and being like, "Hey, what theaters? What's it called? Disappointments room in? I think I might come in and watch it."
Oh,
because we didn't have any pre-screen.
Yeah, number
Sully
9
was the only one that got us pre-screen.
Yeah,
too.
only one.
Yeah.
19, I think it was.
Yeah.
They put disappointments in.
I don't know.
That's not gonna happen.
There were like 5 people in there.
Yeah, 300. I was like skipping through it. I'm like, he might be glad he didn't watch this because it just did not look interesting whatever. They made Kate Beckinsale boringly and ugly. Ugly, boring. And it was not, she was just ugly because it was boring. It was a boring ass movie. She's just walking around and that blonde hair. I don't agree with it. It was like so horribly, like, it just didn't look right. The wig, it had to be a wig because it just did not look right. It's like, oh, that thing if you scan but don't match your hair or it's lighter than your hair, then I don't know. It was weird. So it just didn't look good at all, sir. It really, I'm like, wow, they're hamming.
I would have watched that. I would have rather watched
that
than
true,
Wildlife,
definitely. You would have at least got an experience out of it, some type of reaction that's not vehemently,
me walking out and trying not to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I chugged an energy drink too. Like I was like,
I know, I saw you. I saw him missing. I'm like, oh shit, he was ready. I'm like, okay, well, he drank that. So did he watch it? I was really confused.
Like I couldn't even eat my Lifesaver gummies.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is boring.
I can't even get into this.
Or not Lifesaver gummies, Starburst gummies.
I'm losing my appetite just sitting here.
Yeah. And I was just like, all right, I'm done with this. I finished my Rockstar, which had like barely anything left, and I just walked home. I was like, I'm tired of this.
Oh.
I walked home in the sprinkles.
Yeah, it was sprinkling. It was wet out there when I came out.
But Sully.
I got the Sully. I watched the Sully, and I've always been interested in this because of Sullinger, the actual person that it's based on, because he just wasn't into all the media.
Yeah, he was like
stuff.
so like
nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
But yet it shows you, which is kind of cool because I thought I wanted to write this. I wrote this down. It's like, okay, Clint Eastwood took, put the kids' gloves on for this film. He didn't have to. It wasn't any of his ring narrative or attempts to tell his side what he thinks. What I'm saying? He didn't give like an Oscars, Oliver Stone version movie, or a Clint Eastwood version movie. He didn't try to put his take on it because the story was already there. The story was written, in a book, so he had a template to follow. And I think he did that rather well, where he was it basically is, which I liked because I was like, I looked at the running time, it's like hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, wow.
I was going to say, there's not a villain in the movie I heard. And like that's,
there's some people vilified in that movie because they were trying to be kind of, it's very interesting because you see during that whole media storm and stuff that it was the media making him out to be this glorified hero, but he just like, dude, I just landed a plane.
I just did my job.
I did my job. But then on the other side, all these other people were trying to tell him you did your job wrong.
Yeah.
And, while everyone else was saying you're a hero, these people were like saying, why did you do this? You could have killed all these people. And it's like, what? So it really goes into that. And so, and that's what he wrote the book. That's why he wrote the book. And that book came out pretty lickety split, and within 6-7 months of the actual ordeal happening and stuff. The book came out because I think he just wanted to set the record straight that this is what happened. This is what was going on with me. I just want to fly, but you have all these.
It's no flight.
Yeah. No flight. You have all these rules and regulations and stuff, and so he had, you had to go through the whole red tape and the investigation and all that, and how much it just took a strain on him. It's like, wow, I landed a plane, this is the best course of action, and I took it, and and he did things, systematically by the book, and he just made a gut feeling. Not that he had a gut feeling that he made it. It's like crazy, but it's like, wow, it's so tame. I don't want to use that in a bad way though. Like, I
can understand what you mean by how it's tame though. I mean, he seems like he's just there.
Yeah,
I'm just doing my job.
I was just doing my job, and you just taking through.
They should put that on as the subtitle of the movie. I was just doing my job.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
And stop making the poster seem so action packed with the whole low
the
angle.
The movies do, yeah.
Thing.
The trailers. I was watching the trailers. I'm like, they're totally misleading.
They're so misleading.
They really were misleading.
Yeah. I'm like, this movie's gonna be boring. Like, I mean, not boring, but like, it's gonna be
will be for some people.
Yeah.
But I was so interested in the story.
Yeah.
And just from articles I read, like, what, he didn't want to do all that. You guys are making him into this. Yeah. It's so crazy, the facade that they put him in the media. They put him on this pedestal, and all he wanted to do is like, he was worried about his crew and his passengers, and he did what was best. And then he just kind of wanted that to be over. It happened. No one wants to keep reliving an event like that. You know what I'm saying? Because then it goes into there, what could have happened. What, there was a lot of what could have happened, but yet and expressed in different scenes. And so it's very interesting. I'm like, wow, because think about it. Like, you fucking survived this. That could have been horrible. Like they were talking about, they made this statements. Or no, they made this. They told us this fact that most like crashes into like water, they're not good.
Yeah,
a lot of people die usually, and or all of them will die. And so it's like, they said that a few times over and over again. Like, in no other instance has anyone ever lived through this. Has everyone ever lived from one of these crashes? So it's like, what the fuck?
It was less of a crash and more of just a landing, though.
Yeah,
comparatively.
Yes, exactly.
With those, they seem like they're crashes versus this was him landing it.
Exactly, because they said the same thing in the movie where they kept referring to it as a crash, and he grabs the mic, like, corrects him, like, no,
it's a landing.
It's a landing. I landed on the water. I didn't crash in the water. We landed. It's like, wow. It was like, it was a good moment too, because he was just like, wait. No, I landed.
Because this isn't Lost.
Yes. No. Yeah. Exactly. Like the aircraft was in one piece. Didn't break up or anything. We landed on there. Like the engine and stuff. Later on, it fell off. But the two, one of the engines, the left engine, that they were concerned about, because that's the one they thought that could, because some reports and like schematics or whatever said that it was still functional. He's like, no, it went out. And this is this whole back and forth between him and the aviation, something security, flight, blah blah blah. Those, it's just those people, and those will be your villains in here, kinda. Yeah. They were like just
your villains,
but they were just going through, and it's all like, okay, you weren't there. You think about it, what I'm saying? It's like science and miracles, and they really cheated the line on that, when you start thinking about like how some people will like say this was a miracle, this is just an act of God, but then other people try to trump that with science, and it's like you had that kind of juxtaposition there, and they were kind of butting heads against one another, like we don't know how this happened. You know, it happened because he had a gut feeling. He did this. He made this act, and he was able to save all these people. But then, no, you didn't because this thing failed. And no. It's like, what? Like, why can't we just like? He's like out, yeah, because he was like mentioning too. I've flown over some million people. I've done this many hours of flight, and I want to be judged on this one event. Like, come on, it's so ridiculous. It's kind of like how they almost tried to drag them through the water, but not purposefully.
Yeah.
They were just doing their jobs. But it's just like you had this Sully that was over here, and then you had the other Sully, the one that the media presented, and then the man that was actually enduring all this other stuff and trying, conflicted and just troubled by the entire incident, but just trying to like keep his head above water, technically. And while this is all going on and stuff, and he had his family at home, he couldn't return to them, and because of the investigation and all.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good. It's a good movie. It was a good movie because it was so tame. That they didn't try to throw bells and whistles at you. They didn't try to
it's the
make it
perfect
into
movie
fucking
for your grandma.
Yeah, they didn't try to. They didn't try to make it into like fucking, was it the Harrison Ford movie?
Oh, U.S. Air Force or
Air Force One.
Air Force One.
Yeah,
there
they
we
didn't
go.
try to make it into anything like that or like a flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one came first? Like, did the flight happen after?
It did happen after because what's it called?
The movie
events
came
of
out after
Sully-
the events of Sully, right?
Sully happened in 2009. I remember because
Uh-huh.
I did a report in high school about Sully.
Really?
Or a current event.
Okay, yeah,
One
yeah.
of those, because you have to bring a current event,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I did one on him. And then Flight came out when I was working at the theater. And I didn't start
Okay.
working at the theater until 2010.
Gotcha. Okay,
I
so
think it
yeah.
was 2011 for Flight.
Yeah, that's a good movie though.
Yeah, it
Have
was
you
a
seen that shit?
fantastic
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. I
One
wanted.
of Denzel's best.
It's like I love this movie. Yeah, exactly. Right,
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
And have you ever seen The Equalizer?
I have. Yes.
Woo!
Good.
I saw it on DVD the other day. I was just like, like I can just download it. I can go to iTunes and download, but it was right there. I'm like, I love that movie. That movie was so dope. I still love Man on Fire first, but this one, Denzel and Equalizer, was fucking tight. It was tight.
It was
It
tight.
was a good one. It was a good flick. But I would like to do a Denzel marathon
Let's do a Denzel marathon.
because we got Magnificent Seven coming out.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
That's,
gosh.
Denzel Washington. No, I love some Denzel Washington.
Uh,
But yeah, so that's our movie reviews of this week, people. So now I think that went a little bit too long. It was supposed to be quick movie reviews, and we almost spent like 30 minutes talking about our movies. So
I think it's only like 20.
okay, I said almost 30.
Yeah.
So almost 20. That's not bad then.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Fast forward, motherfuckers. No, just kidding.
If you don't want to hear
all right, so
this,
let's go to
to-
we're gonna go to our movie suggestion of the week, y'all.
Yeah.
Suburban Commando,
Suburban Commando.
starring the Hoaxer, Hogan.
And Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, Hogan, yeah, and Christopher Lloyd. Oh my
the
goodness.
one person who was legit acting in this movie.
Right, okay. I said that too. I was like, wow, like this cat is
even
the only one acting in this
Even
film.
Shelley Duvall, who's a really good actress, but I think Stanley
Hamming it up.
Kubrick fucked her up.
Yeah,
Because like
You
she
think
doesn't
so?
seem like she's been as good of an actress since The Shining.
yeah.
Because I liked her in Annie Hall
Uh-huh.
and stuff before that, but like
But after
afterwards,
this Shiny is just like done.
she's like broken and she's like hamming it up. Because even in this one, she's just like
she was, yes.
Because I finished the movie today.
I think they try to maybe ask her to be funny. Could you be
Yeah.
funny? Because you're all serious in that other flick
she was she
with
was
Jack
olive
Nick,
oil.
huh?
She was olive oil though.
She was olive oil, wasn't she?
Same
Oh,
year as
yeah.
Shining.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
1980.
Having those two. Too bad for her. But no, I was like, it was refreshing to watch her though.
Yeah.
It really
Oh,
was.
man.
So I'm like, oh, I missed that face.
Right.
And I haven't seen her in a long
she hasn't
time.
been in a movie since like 2002, and
Oh,
like
really?
she was just doing like TV movies for a while
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like
I can see that going,
I'd like to see her
You
as a
lose
researcher.
that shining cred, you
Yeah.
know, and then all of a sudden you kind of fall off the map.
Yeah,
But
I think she was a good enough actress to stay in.
I think
there,
so
you know?
too. Yeah, I think so. If she maybe tried harder, I don't think
Yeah.
she tried harder
Yeah.
because I think maybe she
Maybe
had.
she was just.
It's
tired
possible
of
she
it.
had a family and stuff,
Yeah.
and then she maybe left and then came back to it. That's why I kind of see her trajectory as
Yeah.
like she was there, she endured all the hype and the fame, so like okay, I'm gonna take a little bit, and then
found it harder to come back, you know, with the current wave and then the different type of movies that they produce. Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
If
I'm just assuming though.
Saw me live tweeting.
I saw some of it because I don't know. I don't get the notifications because that's just unknown.
I don't get. Oh fuck that.
So,
but yeah, I was live.
But I came back later
Yeah.
and I saw it and I was reading through
and
it.
all I did that was like for like the first 30 minutes because what's it called? I had to go on my lunch, not really date, but I went out to lunch with somebody.
Yeah.
Lunch date, I guess.
Yeah, well,
lunch date.
So I went out to lunch.
I went out to lunch, and then I came back, and I'm like, okay, Joe, you can come over. Then I finished editing around that time, and then Joe came over, and then I ordered pizza, and then everyone else came over.
Yeah.
And then they stayed until like 9, and then I'm like, I don't wanna finish watching Suburban. Or no, I wanted to finish watching it, but then my internet was acting up.
Oh, yeah.
And then it fixed itself after a little bit. And then at that point, I went to bed.
I used Amazon for the first time on this one.
Yeah, Amazon Video.
Because usually
like
I go through
one.
iTunes, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hook this. I'm just gonna search for it and see if it's there. And it was right there, and I was already making a purchase. Yeah. So I thought it was gonna go all in one purchase thing, but it kind of just bought. I just kind of bought it. I'm like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, I just rented it.
Yeah, well, I rented. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, rented it, but I pushed purchase. So I think I just rented it. So whatever, we'll see later on the invoice.
I suppose you'll see. If you rented it, it's like $10 cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. So
I ain't paying $15 for this.
Yeah, no, hell no. I think I just did that though. So let's go into what's like maybe some favorite moments or something, man.
I'm gonna say my favorite line reading in this one was after the bank heist and Christopher Lloyd is frozen. And Hulk Hogan and him are kind of arguing by the ship, and Christopher Lloyd's going off on him of like, I don't want to do this. And then he goes, I was frozen today. That is the best line in the movie. Is him screaming, I was frozen today.
Oh, well, first, I guess we should tell these people what this movie is about.
Probably should, yeah, instead of saying best scenes.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Shep, who is...
Like Shep, like it's Shepherd, but then... Like, you know, abbreviated.
Shep.
It's Shep or Shep? It's Shep. EP,
Shep.
right?
EP.
Okay,
SHEP.
cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I had it right.
Yeah, not Shemp, like the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
But we got Shep here. He's on a mission to save the president of outer space.
Basically, yes.
Don't know who this fucking guy is.
Yeah,
He's the president of outer space.
Yeah.
From evil Emperor Zurg, man.
Zurg, man.
I'm gonna call him Zurg.
Zurg-like.
Yeah. And what's it called? And he ends up killing the president instead of saving him, which I was like, well, you couldn't save him?
No, fuck that. The president kills himself. He tried to be all cool and then try to pull out a heroic envelope.
Shep with that envelope.
I guess
the sharp envelope.
So basically, he didn't kill him. He didn't get that guy killed. He went there to save him.
Yeah.
The president made a decision to sacrifice himself. And I do not know why I'm going so in depth on this silly ass movie, but that's why we watch movies.
I'm pretty sure he did not go and sacrifice himself.
You don't think so?
Way.
You don't think he sacrificed himself?
The envelope, run away. That's all he had to do.
So why the fuck did he get up? He just kind of sat there.
Because it's a poorly written movie.
He sat there waiting for the dude to freaking come and get him.
His claw come out and get
his claw hair.
And then Frank Welker comes out and starts talking to him. So I'm pretty positive that was Frank Welker's voice.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. It sounded like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
When?
I'll get you, Gadget.
When
he started talking to the president. And like after he had like the
after his hand kind of his true form emerged from his shell of a human torso. Yeah. I don't know why I just said like that. All right, so
then Shep gets out. Shep explodes,
escapes, and then
which he caused the detonation too.
Yeah, so he blew up the damn ship. So
if
the president was alive, he killed him.
And there could have been plenty of innocent people on there too. But no one said anything about that. He just called out for killing the president.
Collateral damage. That's what they call it.
Pretty much. He's like, do you got any other missions for me? Better sci-fi movie plots? Because he literally said a bug hunt. Yeah. Which is literally what they call that in Aliens.
He said, aliens, right? Yeah. Like a bug hunt for aliens who
bleed acid.
I'm like, oh, come on. Are you referencing aliens right here, dude? Like, you are no aliens. Let's just put it like that, Suburban Commando. It's like, Suburban Commando. Get the title, bitch.
But, and then he damages his machine, his ship, by smashing a console or something that seemed inconsequential, and he has to land for 6 weeks, but it only takes 21 days.
It's a charge.
So 21 days, even though it was like 3 days.
Yeah.
This whole movie takes place in 3 days, pretty much. And when he was told to lay low for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So
they didn't have the time for him to just sit there.
Then he lands in a disco, and he finds a sign pointing to an apartment that just says apartment this way with a pointing an arrow. Yeah. It doesn't have an address on it. It just has an arrow.
Rent?
Apartment for rent.
Yeah,
and has
an arrow. Had an arrow. Yeah.
And that was it.
Maybe we didn't know or couldn't see that along that path there were more arrows.
I mean, I bet
pointing down the road.
But he had the same sign.
Her house, and then right in front of the house on the mailbox, like you would do a kid's birthday party.
Yeah,
she had home here with some flashing lights and shit. That's because Christopher Lloyd, he has that workshop, so she just took that stuff out.
She just took it
and
out.
Put it and decorated the mailbox with it, like right here with a little arrow, flashing hand like a freaking motel hotel.
Yeah.
And so he shacks up with the
Lloyd
Duvals.
family.
I don't know
Did
why.
you go with the Duvals? The Lloyd Duvals. It's hyphened. And Christopher Lloyd's character, he's got a mean boss who's always plays a mean boss in every movie.
I know he really does.
I can never remember his name.
How old is this motherfucker?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's been doing the same shtick for years. He's always I wish I knew his name, but he's always the a-hole in every movie.
A-hole boss.
Because he plays an asshole in a good. Why am I doing this weird rated explicit podcast? Why did I say freaking a-hole? I just don't
we want to get airtime on YouTube. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Monetization. Fuck that.
But
I ain't trying to make no money.
So he shacks up with the Duvals and he starts learning about human life, even though he hates humans.
Yeah, as he stated in the plane. Why does everyone? Well, I wanted to bring that up too. Why does everyone from outer space, when these movies are Earth, they like every time they're pointed at Earth and like, ugh. There was a recent movie like that too where the plane pointed at Earth and he was like, ugh, Earth. We're just like, dude, how do you speak English?
Right. I know.
How do you guys have the mannerisms of a human if you live out of space? Like you've been here before.
We have this technology.
Yeah. Like that was kind of threw me off too. I'm like, you guys are supposed to be aliens or people from outer space, but yet all your character. You said dude once, bruh. Like,
yeah.
Come on,
dude.
Like that's American. That's Earth. That's Earthian.
That's Earth.
That's humanoid. Idiot. Stupid.
But
this movie was poorly written.
It was extremely.
They didn't really. They say, oh, we got Hulk Hogan for a movie. Let's make it.
Did you read that this was originally supposed to be for Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Oh, no,
and it was he was supposed to just be like coming back from like being a commando, like a literal commando, instead of like a space guy.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like that.
Oh,
kind of like how all the movies are, how they were.
Oh yeah, 2000s, yeah.
But now it's like, I don't know why they chose space. That seems weird.
That's stupid.
But
he could have made an army commander to just come to like the suburban city town, but take care of some kids. But I think they wanted to make it more outrageous.
Maybe, yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I can believe Hulk Hogan as an alien. I mean, no one talks that way.
No one talks that way.
I wrote that on Twitter.
No one. He's a fool.
I also got retweeted by Hulkamaniacs because I said Hulkamania up in here. Because like it was like during the scene when he like moves the race car in front of Christopher Lloyd's parking area because of his douchebag neighbors. And I was just like, Hulkamania up on this one.
How was that scene when they were like...
I thought that was a really funny
Did you
scene,
like that twist?
I thought that was really
that
funny. No, we're going to sue you.
These big burly dudes come over like, they're like just going to like just mess.
What are you going to do?
The Hulkster up,
Break
and the
my
Hulkster's
head
like,
open.
yeah, what you going to do? He's getting all confrontational because like, we're going to sue.
That was hilarious.
That did throw me off. I'm like, oh, he's going to scrap these fools real quick.
There's little tidbits like that, and then like Shelley Duvall slapping Christopher Lloyd's butt.
Yeah.
You know, that gave me a chuckle.
Yeah, because you don't ever see him in those types of roles.
Yeah.
You know,
he's
in
never
those
a
domestic.
Family man.
No, he's never a family man.
Family
So
guy.
it was nice seeing him in here. But did you like how they used that one scene twice with him in the car?
Yeah.
And then they just changed it up in the end to show some, evolution. So like they show some like what do you call that when you mature or you
kind of grow as a character.
Yeah, you go like grow as a character. So he kind of evolved, and so they show a different scene at the end. But I'm like, you guys literally just put that scene right here.
Right.
I know it's trying to make it seem repetitive, like it's the same thing every day.
I fucking hated what's it called, when he couldn't go past the yellow light. I hate those things. They're so stupid. They're not funny. And I even tweeted, what is he, a Green Lantern? Is he afraid of the yellow green? Why won't he cross go? Plainly choking.
Oh my goodness. So
then,
messed up. Go ahead.
Then Mr. Shep, Hulk Hogan, decides, I want to be a vigilante because I'm bored on Earth. I got nothing to do. So he goes beat up people, but Christopher Lloyd follows him.
He jogs jeans.
Yeah, he jogs
and
jeans.
Camo boots.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, he had the clothes from the guy that he stole, who left the dog in the car.
Oh, I guess.
And then
that's
he
what
tied
it
him
is.
up in the.
I was like, dude, you can't go get some sweats. Some Walmart down the street, bro. Kmart.
I don't know how he's even renting. He doesn't have any money.
He's-
Don't you think you'd have to put money down to rent?
Yeah. I know, right? How did he? They just glossed over all that.
Maybe
Go
Shelley
ahead.
Duvall was like, "Ooh, I can have an affair."
Yeah, that's what I thought they were gonna go with this. I
Right?
thought they were gonna go a little bit with that because from that one scene where
Right.
he comes home after being turned down by his boss for a raise, pseudo, kind of, sort of, and not kind of like what
It's just him being.
when he brushes them off,
Yeah.
basically.
And then she's all sexed up. For him.
She's all sexed up because Dr. Ruth told her that.
Yeah, Dr. Ruth. To
make
that
her
aged this movie quite a bit.
Did it?
there.
Yeah, to make her husband feel like if he
Then every kid riding a skateboard
has a bad day at home, I mean, at work, come home and then give him some sex.
Yeah.
That's a
like,
rule,
I'm not
people.
in the mood.
That is a rule, people. Women, all of you out there who are married and stuff or have significant others,
Yeah, all 15 of my girlfriends.
males
sex me up.
and women's, sex you up right after you come home from work.
Yeah.
Because if I'm having a bad day, come on, you gotta sex me up. That's because Shelley Duvall did it in that movie.
Yeah.
Suburban Commando. Like what?
Yeah.
Suburban Commando. You seen that? Shelley Duvall said. Dr. Ruth said it. Close the door on me.
Right. Dr. Ruth.
All right. Like we used to I remember a certain
She was a
time at
sniper.
night she would be on.
Yeah.
And I just remember my wife and I just watching and cracking the hell up. I don't know why we would be up that late. But at a certain time of the night on the weekends, Dr. Ruth would come on and we would just have a laugh because it's fucking
Yeah, isn't it
hilarious.
now Loveline or something?
What?
Where they have that kind of sex talk.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
really
Love
late.
Lines, yeah. That was another one. Yeah. We used to
Ugh.
watch that on
Loveline's so
MTV.
pathetic.
Yeah. What's up?
Loveline, what's it called? The radio show Loveline.
You didn't like? Oh, the
It's
radio
so
show.
pathetic
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't went there. I think I listened to maybe one episode. But I'm like, this is not Love Lines from before, with
Yeah.
Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. Because didn't they try to do it? Isn't it both of them now too?
I think so.
With Love Lines? Because I know Drew was just fired from CNN
Yeah.
from that one incident where what did he do? He posted something. He ran an article or a segment on his show about Hillary Clinton's health and her and is she fit for office, and he ran all these different reports that were not proven, that were unverified, and so
There's a bunch of conspiracy BS.
yeah, and so he went on. Then after the whole hoopla, he came on the next day and apologized, and then a couple days later, he was like, "Oh, the show was canceled." You don't abruptly cancel a show that's been on for almost 5 years now. He's been on CNN.
Yeah.
You are a liability now. You're gone. Sorry. It's kind of fucked up. But 'cause I like Dr. Drew as a expert in his in his field. He's very knowledgeable, but sometimes he says some off the wall shit. He's Hollywood now.
He's way too Hollywood, and he spreads a lot of fake stuff that doesn't actually work. Because
that's what they said with this.
One thing is the truth, and then next week he'll say that doesn't work. This is what works.
Exactly.
Get your shit
with Hillary.
together.
Yeah, he said this was that, and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
And,
I know. There's no proof to it.
Yeah.
Hell, Trump is closer to a heart attack than either of them.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. So
But we're getting too political here.
Yeah. So that's what happened with that. But I don't know how the hell we get there.
I don't. Oh, because we said what's it called? Dr. Ruth.
The Dr. Ruth. Yeah.
and then it
those
switched over to Dr.
those
Drew.
sex talk shows.
Yeah. Dr. Ruth. She was a sniper. Did you know that? Yeah. She can put together a sniper rifle in less than a minute blindfolded.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because she's small and she can fit in small places. She could just freaking go into like an air duct and then snipe you from right there.
You don't snipe up close.
Shut up. She's a Mission Impossible.
You don't snipe up close.
She's in an air duct though. That's because I had to like, make her small into a small place. I had to put her in a small environment and an air duct. What was she doing in the pipe, bro? Pipes are usually underground. You can't stop anybody from underground.
It's one of those ones that's
you gotta be up high.
That's like going off a cliff, like hanging out, and you're like just sniping from right there.
What is she, Mario Brothers?
Yeah. She's small like the Mario Brothers.
She's like, she's hopping on pipes, like over building.
Finds a mushroom, she grows. Oh my god,
action.
Dr. Ruth.
That's Dr. Ruth. That's her action scene. She's just like hopping, like it's like a Born Identity, like they're jumping from like rooftops. She's like, don't ever touch the mic. No,
I know. I kicked it. I kicked it of like, oh my gosh.
All right, let's get back to the movie, I guess.
All right, so where were we? He becomes a vigilante.
Yes, he starts helping
and Christopher
humans.
Lloyd is like watching, and then he finds his ship where he was from, where he's getting all this shit, and he steals a couple of things and becomes a vigilante himself, and then he gets a boner
because wait, was it like the suit does something to your muscles, magnifies your muscle strength, right?
Something like that.
Intensifies your muscle strength. And so he has this thing where he's like, saves this woman, right? And then so she hugs him and she kisses him. And
she only hugs him and says, I'll do anything.
I'll do anything. But then his little
the crotch
cup
pack
piece. Yes. Like, so he starts slowly backing away.
He's like,
and if you harken back to what he said about muscles intensity enhancer, muscle enhancer armor or something like that.
That's not a muscle.
I know. So it doesn't make sense. So yeah.
The script is poorly written.
They just did that for comedical
and it was funny.
hijinks.
I laughed.
Yeah, but then I thought like, okay, segue. You go in. He had like an unbreakable moment where it's like, oh, I know my true purpose, and he go home and make love to his wife, but he didn't do that.
Yeah,
he just kind of went home.
Well, it's for the kids.
Yeah,
or families.
But you would think that he go sex Shelley Longo because she was kind of longing for him.
Yeah,
dude's been in the workshop a lot,
and
she's just kind of, she was kind of pent up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surprising she didn't fuck Hulk Hogan. I'm just saying. Hulk Hogan likes fucking other people's wives, though.
It is true.
Apparently, there's a video out saying that and he got fucking rewarded a whole lot of money.
Video.
There's a video.
It got taken down.
So, motherfucker, you don't think anyone downloaded that shit?
No.
Oh yeah,
the guy erased off the internet.
You don't deal with
like everyone else's.
You
stuff.
don't, yeah.
Just like all of Michael, whatever that one guy who did the dick pic recently. That one politician who had the dick pic and had
Wiener.
the baby. Yeah, Wiener. Yeah. Why do
wait? I heard this story. I listened to my my slate. Guys, I love their news political news. But okay, all right. Like you set this up for me. Wait, okay. You said it was a dick pic, and he had his kid. That was the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
his
horrible.
Kid was, he didn't have his dick out, but he had. You could see the bulge in the shorts, but still, it's a dick pic.
What?
Yeah.
He did that.
His wife left him too now.
Because he's a fucking idiot. He already fucked up.
Yeah.
He said, I'm done with that. Oh, I'm so ashamed. He went through this whole media thing. They just had a movie, released an independent movie where they followed him around showing his life's progression ever since the ordeal, ever since that thing happened.
He's like,
and so now
I'm bored.
I'm gonna just fuck it all up even more. So hey, look at it.
Look at my wiener.
Wow. He's all right, man. You done, bro.
You done.
I'm sorry. She gave you a chance. She's an attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you done, homie. Like, come on. I'm right here. I'm right here. Like, you send me dick pics, just.
I know. Shelley Duvall received a dick pic from Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Grace Scott.
Like, geez, man. That dude is stupid. But okay. All right. Back to Shelley Long. That's not Shelley Long. Shelley Long was on Cheers. Shelley Duvall.
You're thinking of a completely different person, but like they're almost. I could see where you could get like a little bit mistaken.
I could see her in that role.
Yeah,
she's very quirky like that, But all right, she's there longing for Christopher Lloyd's loins.
But at the same time, since he used the equipment, bounty hunters have tracked down where Hulk Hogan's.
He triggered a signal.
And the picture they had for him looked like they ripped it out of a WWF coloring book. I said that because I'm like, that is straight from a WWF coloring book. I don't care what they say.
Or the illustration.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that gun they were using was from Masters of the Universe.
It did look familiar, didn't it?
Yeah. I think I read somewhere that they used, because what's it called?
Props.
They used the
props.
Ghostbusters PKE meter.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I was like. I was like, dude, that's a Ghostbusters ectometer. Like,
yeah, they found the PKE meter.
Every time you brought it up, like, that is a Ghostbusters
It's a PKE meter.
I'm like looking around. Is there anyone else who sees this? I know I'm alone, but that's the ectometer. Yeah, the PK.
Yeah. I was just like, that's straight up the PKE meter. There's no hiding that. I even looked on IMDb. That's what it was. They reused the prop.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But speaking of props, the gun that they stole from the Masters of the Universe place, the guys that he beat up stole that gun and were starting to rob people. And now the Hulkster's got to get
the real
his gun
Hulkster
back.
goes into the bank and starts Hulkifying everyone by like using all the wrestling moves he has.
My favorite part was like the little guy was like trying to put him in a sleeper hold.
Yeah, trying to put big Hulk Hogan in a sleeper hold.
You don't put someone bigger than you in a sleeper hold that they can pick you up and slam you onto a desk.
because he's like 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
Like really, Hulk is about to toss you, dog.
Yeah.
So stupid.
So yeah.
Like this is not a fair fight. Come on.
And he got his freeze gun back.
Yeah. I thought Christopher Lloyd was going to go at him, but he didn't.
Nah, he got frozen today.
Yeah, he was frozen. He got dinged.
But then the bounty hunters find him and they get into a big fight. And those bounty hunters, they finally talk. They have a child's voice.
That is so stupid.
I have a theory.
All right, go
They
ahead.
had like a competition of who wants to be in the next Hulk Hogan movie, but they couldn't. The kid couldn't act or anything because he was like so small or whatever. So he couldn't be like part of the skateboarding crew or anything like that, or be like Christopher Lloyd's kid. So they're like, you know what? Let's make him the voice of one of the bad guys. We are going to kill you.
It was so stupid. You got this big man and stuff. He
You know you
stands there, and all of a sudden, I chuckled, but it's dumb. I was like, that is so stupid. And he's like looking all menacing, and then he just comes out with this baby's voice, his child's voice.
Oh, now I know why you guys don't talk.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness.
You
like,
take your own opinion there.
The
Hulkster.
WTF wrote this. Can somebody please write them a letter and tell them you should be shot?
You need to fix this.
Like, you need to fix something. But go ahead.
All right, so he defeats the two bounty hunters, and he gets back to his ship, and dun dun dun, the Emperor's there, not dead.
Not dead. So the guy that he tried to kill before with the
alien
arm.
He got all of Christopher Lloyd's family after he was going to say goodbye to them because he thought he was safe.
Yes.
But he's not safe.
Aliens don't say goodbye.
Yeah. And then
not motherfucking ET.
An Emperor turned into giant monster
face guy.
Yeah, he looked like the creature from the Black Lagoon's like bigger.
Kinda, yeah, with a mix of like a little bit of the Predator in his face.
Yeah.
You know, with the mandibles. Right?
Yeah.
It was actually pretty decent for the production value of I think they wasted all their special effects cost on that.
And like some of the
because they just had to borrow shit from other sets. So.
Oh man. And then he defeats the Emperor obviously because he's a good guy.
Always.
And he leaves them and goes fucks another goes and has sex with the
secretary. Who's, she stares the Hulk down when he tries to muscle his way through into the meeting that where Christopher Lloyd is and stuff. So she's trying to like do that, but so she's like trying to basically she put up dominance over him, and so that made the sexual attraction even more. Yeah. So that's what pretty much they were setting up for us. That like he dug her and she dug him, and
Shelley Duvall's sad.
But then she pulled out the fucking gun on his ass twice. She don't care,
right?
Must be Texas.
My one big problem with this movie is one scene. It's when he's being a vigilante and he passes by the arcade and he hears the and the kid's playing the game, right? And he's like, I gotta be Lord Zurg or whatever. He's playing fucking Afterburner.
He was playing.
Afterburner is about jets.
It's just about
not about space. It bothered me.
I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like,
yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're not out of space. This is.
It's so obviously not space too.
Like that's an F-15. Like that's
you're
not
playing
that's not a spaceship. You're not even in space.
Yeah.
So why is he getting all amped up on it? Like,
I don't know.
I thought they were gonna have it
like what game.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna have like a freaking like space scene or something like that.
No.
Yeah, that was silly too. That was but so this what was Hulk's first movie? Was it this one?
No, there was one before it.
Mr. Nanny?
No, it wasn't Mr. Nana.
Oh, there was another one?
Before it. Yeah. Oh gosh, what was it? Let's go to Hulk Hogan's IMDb. You know, that's the problem with looking up a wrestler on IMDb, though. You get all of his called? All the stuff he's been in, like including the wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that should be on just TV. It should just movies.
Well, I mean, technically it's TV.
Really?
I mean, filmography counts for TV and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, we're just looking at actor here, so. Jesus, you got a lot of shit. Let's see.
He's been around
Rocky
for a long
3.
time.
He was in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
That was his first movie.
Yeah.
Rocky 3 as Thunder Lips.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He wrestled in the ring with
Yeah.
Rocky. That scene was stupid.
I got you.
Let's see. And then, like, first starring role, though. Rock and roll wrestling. Duh. No. Gosh, best of WWE. I'm just getting WWF all up in her. He was on an episode of The Love Boat. And the A-Team.
Everyone was on the Love Boat. I think I remember the episode with the A-Team, though.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't want to skip it. No Holds Barred.
Oh, okay.
That was the first one.
That was the first one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, oh my gosh, just wrestling. Then Suburban Commando.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
second. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's
'cause
still,
this was 91. That was 89.
still getting his feet wet.
Yeah. And then he didn't get into another movie, Thunder in Paradise.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but it looks hilarious. And look at that picture of him. He looks confused to be there.
Is that like, hey, Hulk? He turns around,
huh?
looks at the camera, huh? And they take the picture. Like,
He's like, what? What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Hogan. Huh?
It's like, what? What's going on? Because that's exactly what that is right there.
Huh? He just looks so surprised.
What's going on?
Oh, shoot. Was that motherfucker rich now? Okay.
Santa with Muscles, 96. 93 was Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny, okay.
Yeah.
Shortly thereafter.
Yeah. So he takes a couple of years between movies because he's got so much wrestling to do.
Yeah, back in the
Oh my
heyday.
God, so many. Okay, Ultimate Weapon. Oh my gosh, he's
Straight to
when he
video.
cut his hair, he does not look right. I mean, he just looks so off. And then he was the villain in Three Ninjas, High
Yeah.
Noon at Mega Mountain
I remember that.
as Dave Dragon. Hulk Hogan, why?
Hey,
I'm not gonna pick on him. I mean,
oh no, definitely.
This is,
You
he's
gotta make
probably
that money.
the earliest of the I'm gonna do movies
Transition.
as a wrestler.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Saints Row 3 as one of the villains actually.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was a really good villain in that.
Yeah.
And Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, he was.
Like he,
Didn't
he
you
was-
just
he was in a
mention that on the
commercial.
last podcast? You did.
I think we mentioned that in like
Yeah,
we
we
mentioned that at work.
No, it was here.
Are you
With,
sure?
talking about Emily Blunt.
Maybe.
You said
Yeah, I
like
think-
you
yeah, I
looked it
think
up
you're right,
because we
yeah.
were looking for Summer of Love,
Yeah, I mean,
that movie that she was that I saw her, I
She's
watched
got
her
it.
on.
Oh, and he's apparently in a show called China, Illinois on Adult Swim as the
Oh.
dean.
Oh, interesting. Like,
I haven't watched that show,
Cartoon
but I
or
do.
just-
Adult Swim. Adult Swim.
like is he?
No, he's playing
Live
a
action?
character. It's cartoon.
Oh, cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I've never watched the show, but I like the guy behind the show, Brad
Yeah.
Neely, because I watched his old internet cartoons.
Yeah.
But I just never got a chance to watch China, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't.
It's just China, Illinois.
China, Illinois. China, comma IL. It's the university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All right.
It's a weird concept.
So, what about his transition into acting? It didn't go so well.
It did not. I mean,
I don't
it
think
was that
because he just didn't have that.
90s.
So, what did he lack? Because he had charisma.
He had charisma, but he did not have the correct acting chops. He wasn't.
Okay. Yeah.
He was too over the top kind of acting, and even when he did act, he wasn't a very good actor.
True. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
he had a good ring presence. That's the thing with Hulk Hogan.
Yes,
he
he
always
did.
had that ring presence. He
Uh-huh.
was always the America, come at me, bro.
Yeah,
You know, that's how I will always remember him as, waving the flag with that guitar in that music video.
Uh-huh.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
A little bit.
Yeah, he had his own band too. I actually
Oh.
found that CD at a what's it
Damn
called?
it. I vaguely remember, but I do
Yeah,
remember.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Oh my god.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, that's just silly.
I found it at Savers for like $1 and I didn't buy it. And I still didn't buy it.
Really? You didn't buy it?
I almost, but I'm like,
That's crazy.
I don't got $1 to waste on this crap. No offense to you, Hulkster, but your music career was just as bad as your movie career.
Oh, why did they try to all go to music back then?
It was the 80s, you know?
It was horrible.
80s, you could... I mean, Bruce Willis went into music.
Yeah, but he was a bluesman. He did pretty good playing that damn harmonica off to the side.
He did all right for himself.
He
better than Eddie Murphy.
You know, he did well because he stayed on the smaller set.
Yeah.
He was performing in bars and all that stuff. Eddie tried to go main.
Yeah, he went straight.
Yeah. Eddie tried to go. Yeah, he just did not.
Apparently, the second album of his is better though.
Yeah,
but it's like a lot more slow jams and stuff. Though.
Yeah, more slow jams. Because think about it, during that time, the slow jams was hot.
It was
so
true.
He had to evolve. Babyface was on the scene, so he was like, oh damn, that Babyface, he can do some singing. So I'm gonna have to get out of my party all the time, jam and do that.
I think getting back into the Hulkster here, I just don't think he was right. Like early 80s the 80s wrestling, they were all over the top characters.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think it was just the whole concept of overacting.
Okay, would it be not him being able to transition or his character not being able to transition?
Aren't they one and the same? Wrestling's for real.
Kinda.
Sorry, I had to make that joke of wrestling's real.
Stupid.
I think it was how he acted on the mat is how he thought he could do on the screen.
On the screen, exactly.
But they were like, you need to tone it down.
Okay.
You can't be this over the top character. You need to cool off, man.
Okay.
I mean,
so we're gonna have to think about that and the next time with our next wrestler.
Yeah.
Think about that. Let's say, what about a Roddy Piper? He never was able to transition into the acting.
Nah, I mean, he only had that one movie, It was
just one? I thought he did two, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but I know
maybe they're bit pieces.
They Live is like his big one, you know?
Yeah,
and
that one.
Even in that one, he's not a very good actor.
No.
But, I mean, then again, you got David, don't tell me, the black guy, why is his name skipping my mind? Keith David.
Okay.
Keith David saves it for me.
Yeah.
Because Keith David is an amazing actor. He's Goliath.
So.
He has a deep voice.
I haven't seen that one, I don't think. They Live?
They Live. It's the one where he puts on the sunglasses and he sees the truth about the world.
I have not seen that.
It's a really good one. It's John Carpenter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Also, he had a freaking major role.
Yeah, this was he was the lead character.
Major director?
John Carpenter, major shit.
Snaps.
This was no snap and BS. And
this was no Suburban Commando. This was like, dude, you going mainstream, homie.
Yep.
We're going to put you out there. We're going to make people notice you.
I'm wondering what other movies he has. All right, he's known for They Live and some 2015 movie called Portal to Hell. And something from 1988
your career.
Called
Sorry.
something from 1988 called Hell Comes to Frogtown. I've never heard of either of those. I know They Live.
Sounds like a cartoon. Let's just say it's a cartoon. Just to save face.
He's just
rest in peace.
Oh, he was in The Masked Saint also.
The Masked Saint.
That was a movie that came out this year with the
the wrestler. Yeah, he was in that. I think I saw his piece in that joint. Okay.
And apparently he was on Adventure Time
because that was right before he died.
Yeah, that was
and then that movie came out. Yeah, they said like he was in one last movie and it would be that one.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
The one and only Leatherneck Joe Brady. Sorry. This is a 1978 movie he was uncredited for.
Oh.
So it must be a porno or something.
Sounds like a football movie or something.
Sounds like porno.
Leatherneck.
Leatherneck.
But yeah, so I just wonder what it was because he had that stage presence, but yet I think, you probably had it right that, taking that persona from the stage and then trying to put it on film, probably just not going to do you.
It's not something
not going to help you out there.
I think once you get to the Attitude Era of wrestling, the late 90s, early 2000s, that's when you get people who are toned down, but they can still take it to 11, but without making it go super crazy, like
supernova.
You know, I mean, that's why Andre the Giant was good for it too, because he was just a quiet guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's why his one movie that we
This
all
one
remember,
movie, it was so lovable. He's so great in it, and and so memorable. You know, for doing not much.
Yep.
You know,
and that's why it worked for him. You
Yeah.
know, I think maybe if Hulk Hogan was just like a side character and not the lead focus in the movie, he probably could have been better. You know, maybe if the movie focused more on Christopher Lloyd's life than anything,
instead of following Hulk Hogan around.
Yeah. And maybe he would follow Hulk Hogan and be like, "What are you doing?" And then he finds out he's being a vigilante, and maybe he learns to be a better, father figure,
protector,
kind of thing.
Man,
protector.
basically. You
know, the manliness of it all.
Yeah.
And maybe then he'll be like, I'm gonna stand up to my boss. I'm gonna have sex with Shelley Duvall.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing all on Hulkster.
Yeah. Well, they had to give him that because he is the. How do you think Christopher Lloyd felt? Like, dude, I'm the actor, but yet you're giving presence to this performer. You know what I'm saying?
Christopher Lloyd's never really been the starring role kind of person.
Yeah, I don't know why though. Because I told you my favorite. You told you like Back to the Future 3. Shit, there's nothing to freaking blink at.
Yeah,
like after taking a third, fourth look at it, it's like, whoa. And I think it's actually a second look. I've only saw it one time before that. It's like, wow, this dude was acting. Mm-hmm. He was bringing some shit on this film, yo.
It is true.
He was giving it to you, and he had it.
Really
he had it in
him,
him,
though. Christopher Lloyd, like he's always been like kind of the sidekick kind of character.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Okay, good.
He's very old.
Oh yeah.
He's still acting on like little, like kid, like straight to DVD movies and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Like he was on like Santa Buddies.
Oh, Santa, yeah.
As like a dog catcher, but his name was like E. Scrooge or something. Yeah. It's like,
they would.
Come on.
Like, dude, you do it like a full circle here with your career. Come on.
I know, right?
Like, you don't need to take these little bit roles. Someone has something out there. You can go to an indie movie.
Oh, he did. He also
go to an indie.
Whenever they do, what's it called? A Back to the Future related thing. Like if it's cartoon
he does
or
that
anything,
stuff.
He'll do Doc Brown. Like even in the Lego Dimensions, he came back and did Doc Brown.
Okay.
And voiced it again. And
I think I do. I remember that.
What's it called? He did it in for something else. I can't remember what it was. But
my thing is though, you know how like everyone thinks they have to do like the straight to videos and stuff.
Yeah.
No. Go indie. Go indie because you will actually help an indie artist get be recognized by having a named actor in their film.
It's true.
So if you want to just act, if you're just doing it for the craft, indie would be the place to go.
Let's see.
In my opinion,
Christopher Lloyd been in recently?
Who the fuck are you now, Adam? Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Google motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm on IMDb, man.
Oh yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Do you have the app or?
I have the app.
Oh, okay.
It came with my phone.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Apparently, there's this parody movie that came out called that's making fun of Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal. It's called Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie, and he plays Doc Brown, I guess.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a Funny or Die presents.
Oh, okay.
So you know it's good.
Yeah,
you know it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hasn't really been in jack squat recently.
Oh, good.
Like I think
he's lived it. He's all
like,
right.
I think he might be doing indie movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't recognize any of these. Going in Style. I don't know what this be.
I can see him like
he's wait. He's with Morgan Freeman.
I can see him as a professor or something like that in a high school.
Right.
That you go and confide, and he'll give you some like good advice or something.
Oh, he's gonna be a movie with Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, Morgan Freeman, all those old people.
What is it like?
It's called Going in Style. It's coming out in 2017. Oh, 3 retirees plan a bank heist. That's right. I remember reading about that one.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
that's the movie for Christopher Lloyd right there. See, yeah, bankable actors. I can see him in that. I'm there. Not really, but you don't want to see old people.
Yeah.
Because what is that one that recently came out with?
Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas. And now they have a TV show with Shatner. I think he's on it. It's like another type of Las Vegas type thing. They're going out in style. So, yeah, but that is kind of clever, going out in style. Like, dude, right. If we die, we die. Fuck
it. If we go to jail, we're only going to be there for how long?
I know, for a little bit, right? You can't get raped at your old.
Right. No,
nobody wants that. Nobody wants your old anus. Oh Lord, okay.
Oh shoot! So what else we got?
I'm trying to think of more to say about the Hulkster in this.
I know. I don't think there's much to say. I think we explored that from the floor to
from the mat to the screen. This man did not transition well.
Yeah,
and
it's basically
he's still doing all the wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
still.
basically we based that on the fact that he wasn't able to separate his on stage persona from his on screen persona.
And they made him like calm down.
You know, when his stuff is always over the top, but they try to they try to tame him, but you can't tame the Hulkster. You can't have you seen the Hulk actually perform and wrestle?
Oh yeah.
No, you cannot.
Amazing.
Yeah, you cannot tame him. He was wild. He was out there. You hit him like
if you want to match,
he gets all red. You hit him again. He's like,
oh yeah,
yeah. And he's like,
that's like the classic.
Yeah, that's the classic Hulk right there.
Man,
and then
just go out.
And then he takes the shirt and rips it up. Oh, I love the Hulkster back there, boy. And he would just take you out. So you take that out of the movie. So you need to put him in a movie like The Predator. Yeah. And then he's just
that one did have a
the Predator hits him. He's just like, oh, Jesse the Body.
You already had
Jesse the Body. Woo!
You were good back then, but not now.
I loved the Jesse the Body back then. He was freaking dope, right? What about Sergeant Slaughter? He was pretty good too. Love those characters, man. They had more characters.
It was a lot more about character than anything.
Yes, more.
The
about
Attitude Era was just about being edgy. It was that 80s edge. Or 90s edge. Sorry.
I am Undertaker.
He was like early 90s.
I can't be fucking toughed, yo.
He was can't be toughed, and then he became a motorcycle guy.
Oh yeah, did he?
He became a biker. It was.
What was his
stupid.
name?
He was still the Undertaker, but he was a biker now.
He was Ghost Rider. They should have called him fucking Ghost Rider.
He was still the Undertaker.
No,
and then
like
Kane removed his mask.
They called him Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Like I just took his name. Why? Because he ain't using it. Okay.
Pretty sure he was using it at that time.
No, he wasn't.
In the 2000s, yeah. He won his Oscars then, didn't he?
No, I thought that was late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s.
Last Trip to Vegas, right?
Yeah, his Last Trip to Vegas.
Wait, is that the right one? That's the title?
He has 2 Vegas movies. That's what bothers me.
What the fuck was it? It was something Vegas. Die in Vegas. Nope. Live and Die in L.A.
Live and Let
Tupac
Vegas.
song. Well, Live and Die in Vegas because that's where he died.
Yeah.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas. There we go.
Brain power.
Was he in 2 movies though? Like in Vegas, Nick Cage?
Probably Con Air.
Con Air.
Fuck, right? He crashed on the ship and shit.
Right, that's true.
With his hair blowing as he comes off of the fucking ship and shit.
He looks ridiculous.
It's like, ooh. What if he stopped? Like, he had this willowy hair and it's just like, I could just see that scene being shot right now. That'd be dope. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to speak on.
Hulkster, he had a short career on the screen, but had a long career on the mat.
All right, there you go. Good one.
Yeah.
So who are we doing next?
We needed. I mean, you should definitely see They Live, but I think we should move ahead in time. Though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like do different stages. Like
I'm trying to think of someone from the '90s because The Rock's a good choice, but it's so many.
So easy.
You know? He's the easy choice.
He's the easy choice. He really is. He's the easy one.
I'm trying to think. I don't think Stone Cold Steve Austin was ever in a movie. Really,
he was.
He was in Expendables.
Yeah. No. I think he was in like character roles.
He was always bit roles.
Yeah, he was always never like a
role
starring. No. You're right.
Yeah.
He was always just there. That they needed a big muscle guy. He did a Stone Cold. No, Goldberg. But I don't think he was in.
He was in Ready to Rumble, but that wasn't really about him. That was about those fans.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to end it, though.
What?
Do Ready to Rumble.
Because I saw him in an episode of SVU.
Everyone's on SVU.
Where he's just like, Stabler was there. Yeah. He was playing a grieving husband, right? And like, he was just out of his shit. And so like, he goes and starts fucking... He goes after the man, and then the cops try to stop him. Yeah, and he was just too big, so like Stabler runs up on him. Yeah, Stabler he's a Marine, so you could take most people out. Motherfuckers.
Goldberg, man.
He fucked Stabler up. Stabler was like, they were like, "You all right?" He was like, "Oh." They had to trank his ass or some shit.
I think the right move is to actually go to The Rock and then John Cena. I think that is the accurate way to go.
My kid can do it. I can't. I'm old. No, sorry. So Rock and then John Cena.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another one in there?
We had Kane, but he only had that one movie. You know, John Cena has the Marine.
He has the Marine and the Marine.
Yeah. Well, he
doesn't have the Marine 2. He has Marine, and there was another one too.
Another one, yeah.
That was another one that came out in the theaters. I think I watched it.
Train
I'm not
wreck.
Sure. Oh, he had
Daddy's Home. Yeah, I had to get told by Brandy that he was in Daddy's Home because I didn't finish the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like,
I never watched it, so
yeah, I watched most of it, and then like I had to leave and come to work.
yeah. All right, so
It's the most mediocre movie.
let's end this with our flavor text. Do you have one?
I was frozen today.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Frozen in
Christopher
mediocrity.
Lloyd. I was frozen today. Mine comes from the Japanese people that he was trying to.
I'm so happy you chose one of those because they were great.
Boy, when this guy shovels it, he uses both hands.
See, your line's about Hulk Hogan for sure. Mine's very Christopher Lloyd. He feels frozen as a sidekick.
But he wasn't even talking about Hulk.
Well, I know, but that's the best way to describe
I know,
the
right? It
Hulkster.
does. That's crazy. Oh, full circle, motherfucker.
Full
That's
circle.
what you do in conversation. You go
Yep.
full circle. Once you reach that, that's once you go full circle, that's when you stop. Because then you just start repeating yourself and shit. And we do that a lot too. All right, you guys. Guess that's talking with burritos. And next is The Rock, I guess.
Yep.
We're gonna go The Rock.
Gotta go to the
Try to
Attitude
do
Era.
more. Attitude Era. What we gonna call the first era? So just from my show notes when I start writing.
I don't know what they call it. Like,
Character era. It's like all about the characters.
yeah, I
about
guess character era.
costume
I think they have
era.
a literal name, but I don't know what it's called.
Costume era? No.
Something.
The character
I
era?
don't know.
Let's see.
There's a whole section on Wikipedia.
Oh,
this.
really? There is. Okay.
There's a whole page on WWF.
Just text that to me so I can like run through it and read it. So like have some insight.
I should not have Googled WWF.
Oh.
I got the wrong WWF.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, huh? I'm like, oh, there you
The
go.
one about the animals.
Yeah.
All right. What is that era called?
World Wildlife Fund. Help
Company
save
history.
the penguins.
Titans.
The penguins, they like to hatch eggs.
Hatch the egg.
The girls, they usually leave the man at home while the man warms the egg.
So it's called the Golden Age.
The Golden
It's called
Age.
the
Oh,
Golden Age.
that's good. That's
That is
classy.
good.
That is the
perfect.
classy name, right? The Golden
It's the
Age.
Golden Age.
All right, cool. So now we're looking
We're
for
missing the era between the Golden Age and the
what is that?
the new generation.
You didn't have any prominent people come out of that, did
Yeah.
you?
I mean, you had Undertaker, Bret Hart, and Shawn Michaels, those kind of people. Yeah, because
From the mat to the
2007
movies.
to 2001, that's the Attitude Era, and that's
Okay.
when The Rock and stuff came around.
Okay, Attitude Era.
Mankind.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Attitude.
that's gonna be a lot to talk about too. That's a pretty good era.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, hell, I would even say the Attitude Era went all the way to like 2000 something,
Really.
like 2005.
Man, I stopped watching that stuff a long time after Junkyard Dog died or something like that.
Oh shit!
So, because my grandmother used to watch wrestling a lot, and we were like, "Why the hell is she watching wrestling?" And but yet she would watch
Because it's
wrestling.
got hot,
Yeah,
oiled up men.
she would just watch wrestling. We were like, "What?" This usually on the television is some type of like
Soap opera.
pastor,
Or pastor.
like the soap opera, and some kind of like church service on television. That's usually like your Sundays, and every once in a while she would let us like watch TV in the afternoon. But even then, it was just nothing playing. She would turn it off just because she didn't want you watching it, and so then she would turn it off, and then you just hear gospel music. So that's usually when we went outside and played and got stung by wasps and shit.
Yeah.
So
I saw a video the other day where this guy took an electric fly swatter and like put
What?
it over a wasp nest.
oh,
And I was like, "Oh my god, you're gonna get stung, dude! Don't let your kid videotape this with you."
Oh my goodness.
Then no one got stung.
Oh, okay, that's
But
good.
I was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
Like that's no, you don't do that.
You don't-
That's
no.
that'll hurt.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're angry.
Or they were hornets actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he had them all over his house.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, they
must be
are
somewhere
invasive.
down south. Because those fuckers run forever. And, like the
Mm-hmm.
town that I'm from, like that I lived in, Hazen Hornets. That's what we had.
Yeah.
We had the Hazen Hornets and the Carlisle Bison, Carlisle Buffalo, some shit like that. I think we were Bison. That's my dad was. He was a Bison. And my mom was a Hornet. So weird.
Right.
It's like damn little small towns right next to each other. You know, y'all just one metropolitan, right? Okay. All right, you guys, that's been Talking with Burritos. I am Jerry, JJ Wayne Graham.
I'm Christopher the Rupel.
And that's a wrap, but not a burrito.
I was frozen today.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Ken.
We are here once again.
In the laundromat.
In the laundry mat. Dude.
How do you get your shirt so perfectly clean? Ancient Jerry
I
secret.
might as well do that. You know what I'm saying? Just create just have just draw like a little washer machine. It just says laundry mat. That's where this thing is fucking produced, because it is. I hate that shit, because I'm sitting in here, I'm just chillaxing, minding my own bee's nest, and then I hear somebody putting clothes in the damn washer, and I'm like, really? Don't y'all see I'm here? Can't you just, wait a little bit, for a brother, just to, finish up what he's doing? Because not only is it noisy, it gets hot in here when you have a dryer. Even though the exhaust is going out, it's still conducting energy, putting out energy, producing energy, and emitting it into my atmosphere. So it kind of sucks that way, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So at least there is a spot.
The laundromat at my apartments.
Uh-huh.
Literally, I can leave my clothes with no problem.
Can you now? Oh, yeah.
I've never had a problem before.
That's always been an issue, and so
I remember this one story from my stepsister. She lived, I can't remember where, it was way out west.
Yeah,
but she was with her daughter, and she just left for 10 minutes to go change or something, or change the kid or something.
Yeah.
Clothes were gone.
Really? They just stole their shit?
They just stole their shit.
All of it? Or
all of it.
Did she have multiple machines going?
I think she had one machine
going. Just one. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Because I know some people do multiples if they have it. If they can, they'll have they'll be doing the darks and the whites at the same time in different machines. And so, that sucks. But that's horrible.
I know, it's shit.
I've heard stories of it. I haven't witnessed it, or it never did happen to us.
I feel that's one reason why I like my apartment complex.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would ever steal from each other. Everyone's pretty decent there. I even met a guy the other day. You've seen Office Space, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
He kind of talks like do you have my stapler?
Oh,
he kind of talks like that. He's kind of quiet. His name's Kevin. He's my home dog now.
Yeah.
It was when it was raining. Wednesday? Was that when it was raining?
I think so.
Wednesday or it was Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was pouring out, and I went out just to take out the trash, and he's like, taking out the trash, eh? A little stormy, don't you think? I'm like, yeah, but it's gotta get done, He's like, I hear you. I had to get my water bottle. He's a really cool guy, though. Is he a
neighbor, or
was
he just out there?
He's close by. Yeah, he's in the building close to us, adjacent to us.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
But
you meet interesting people in laundromats.
Yeah.
Back when I used to go, there was always just interesting people lurking.
It is true.
And I say lurking because that's what it feels like sometimes. They're just lurking, but never had one of those. Never had a real, truly weird. I think maybe one time we had some stuff missing. No, we had instances where you would go in there, we put our stuff in, right? And then someone else would need the machine, and then so they'll just take your stuff out and just put it on the counter in your basket. They didn't steal anything, but they just took it out. It's and just left it there, But I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of your own fault that you didn't set a timer and go and check that, but. Yeah. So then your laundry just sits out there in the open, kind of gets dry.
Depending on which one it is.
Dry, but then the top part maybe dries up a little bit because I don't know. All depends on how long you let it wait. But I guess common courtesy would be to put it in the dryer if you take it out.
Right.
I would think that hey,
don't put money in, obviously, because
maybe
we're all cheapskates.
Or leave a note or something.
Yeah.
But it's just boom, it's there. It's oh, really? You're an a-hole.
I always set a timer no matter what.
Yeah. You have to, because if not, you will forget.
Oh, yeah.
Because
most definitely with me.
You go home, you just get relaxed and stuff. It's like, oh crap, I got laundry.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't ever sit there and wait.
Oh hell no, it's too hot in that room.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, just
hot.
like we were talking about.
Yeah. I was about to say.
I even have a freezer in here, and even that puts out heat.
Yep.
And then damn top loader.
Man, like it's too damn hot in there, and even if I bought like a drink in there, I'd still be like, nah, I need to go. It's too damn hot.
Yeah.
Like it's there. There's no like they have like a little chair, like 2 chairs and a little table there to sit down at, but they're not very comfy either.
Not at all.
It's like you gotta find your own entertainment and find somewhere to just stand there and just be entertained.
Burritos. Gotcha.